Namaste, everyone. For this IV integration, we are going to dive into intuition. And you can find this IV integration on ivintegration.blogspot.com, and the title is Development of Intuition. Intuition is the walkway to the divine. We must access the divine to know our making. Intuition provides insight, direction, energy, and vision. Without such, we are unsure, unclear, and uncertain. Life is equilibrium, balance, and finding one's center. There is stillness to chaos and chaos to stillness. This is intuition. Intuition is the vision of the soul. Intuition is the elevated self. When we are the elevated self, we have perspective, freshness, clean air. We have a higher view. It's like a child climbing a tree all the way to the top to get an overview. What is an overview? Overview is to be wise. Overview is life review, self-review. Intuition is manifested through the inner child. Now, that inner child develops his or her intuition constantly through the senses. Children are very sensitive. Their subtle body is very active. So they may not necessarily have the language we adults have, where we can better articulate ourselves in conversation and discussion. Children, they're constantly sensing the earth all the time. Now, what makes children different from, let's say, adults is that they're more in tune with Mother Earth. They're more in tune with the earth. We are more in tune with the mankind matrix of the mind. So we're more connected to the mind and the beliefs, and I believe and you believe, and the thinking habits and the self-concept and the thought forms. Okay, as an adult, we're more into that mind matrix. Children are more into the subtlety and sensitivity of the earth. So we could see them, they're very aware of the earth, while we as adults are more aware about my belief versus your belief, and my thoughts versus your thoughts, and my self-concept and your self-concept, okay? So intuition is very strong from ages 0 to 9, and that also has to do with self-esteem. Self-esteem is highest for human from ages 0 to 9. Then after age 9, self-esteem begins to go downward, okay? And that's usually when they get into the middle school, high school grade levels. So the inner child gives us a seed of light. I like to see the soul gives us a seed, okay? A seed of consciousness, like a little seed, precious little gem, like a child. You look at them, you're like, oh, you're a little precious little gem. And that seed of light within it has a talent, a gift. And that talent and gift is our manifestation. It's our alchemy. It's our vision to become visionary. It's our confidence. It's our self-worth. It's our sovereignty. It's authenticity. Okay, so intuition is very much, the foundation is that inner child in that seed of light, okay? That little seed of light that we're given. And a lot of people, they have this seed of light and they die with it, meaning it doesn't grow. It's just kind of a seed that doesn't actually fertilize and take root and begin to bloom and grow. Okay, that's what we call unawakened light. Unawakened light. So we can die and never have awakened that seed of light, which is our talent and gift that brings us closer to our soul, not further away into the mind game of the humankind, but closer to the soul. And those people who are closer to their soul tend to also be closer to nature as well. meaning they tend to be very much like a humanitarian. They tend to be very much about service, very much about healing, being helpful, gratitude. Okay, people who are using that tool, it's called their talent in whatever way that is, to move them closer to the soul, they're actually moving closer to the earth. They tend to be more cherishing and preserving of the natural planet Earth. Okay, so with intuition, there are two sides, like the moon. Intuition has the light side and intuition has the dark side. The dark side is what is mysterious, esoteric, hidden. And the dark side is what we are to uncover. The light side of the moon is what reveals. So I like to see it as kind of two sides to one coin. The light represents, life reveals to us our magnetic sort of pull on our reality. Okay, so whatever sort of magnetic pull we have on our inner and outer reality reveals to us through the cause and effect of our life. You talk about the karmas and the scenarios and everything that's in our life. When it comes to the job and the relationships that we what we're in, it all is revealing to us our magnetic pull on the inner and outer reality. We know what is within is without, what is without is within. So that's the light of the intuition. We get to see how our magnetic pull has this effect on the inner and the outer. Okay, so every decision, choice, everything that we do. The dark side is that esoteric. It's that inner, that hidden self, and that we uncover. It's very mystic and extraordinary. And that, okay, I'm gonna give you that. Intuition is tapping into the darkness to uncover an authentic choice for ourselves to improve the magnetism of the inner and outer reality we create. Whoa, that's a lot. So the darkness is our authentic code. So think of darkness like the other side of the moon, which is facing beyond the earth. It's facing the solar system and, going out deeper into our solar system. So the darkness represents what is beyond the earth. So the authentic code is beyond the earth. Call it, we are a soul, but we're beyond this planet Earth as well. So what is the light represents, see as the moon. The face of the moon that we see represents the light. It's beaming onto Earth. So magnetic pull is kind of our projection on planet Earth. While the side of the moon that faces beyond the earth, kind of towards the solar system away, represents what is beyond. Okay, so that's kind of like how I see the dark and light when it comes to intuition. We're uncovering what is beyond, such as authentic soul, code or soul, so that we can better improve our magnetic projection on planet Earth, and therefore, the realities that we create and the choices we make and the situations and the scenarios and everything that goes on planet Earth, okay? So, when we begin to connect with our inner child, we begin to connect with that vision. We summon that vision. When we are the inner child, hand in hand, basically what we're doing is we're awakening joy. Joy is playful, joy is sincere, joy is honest, joy is organic, joy is native. Those are all things that are children, by the way. So what that does is it brings us an assured embodiment. And when I mean assured embodiment, I mean to really trust yourself. You have to be assured. So the reason a lot of people don't trust themselves is because they don't feel that their authenticity is assured, meaning that they don't really fully allow it in. So it's kind of like you can't half-ass it. You have to be all in with intuition. So with intuition, what it wants to do and provide, it provides for us, right? It provides the visionary. So part of being the visionary is taking the vision of that child, developing a assured embodiment through the talent and tool we develop. Okay, we all have some sort of special gift, a skill, that when we develop it, we start to feel assured of ourselves. We start to trust ourselves. We get into an assured embodiment. We start to embody this this rhythm of manifestation where we're uncovering authenticity, when we're also transforming our magnetism so that we can have an improvement, okay, in our inner and outer life. Okay, so planet Earth is a fertile ground for souls with a seed of light. Earth is a pioneer. Human is the child of Earth. Human is meant to be as the Earth, not as the matrix in the human mind. The heart is the closest rhythm to the Earth. It is strong, fierce, rhythmic, adventurous, energetic, charismatic, fearless, healing, cooling, and soothing. The heart is the energy for the soul. The mind and navel is the fuel for positive projection of the self on planet Earth. So we talk about the heart. Okay, the heart. The heart is where the seed of light grows, in the heart. The heart is the realm of the inner child. So people who are more heartfelt tend to be more in tune, like what I said with healing, soothing, being energetic, charismatic, fearless, being very rhythmic, being fierce, bold, brave. Connecting to the heart is transcending the mind, the matrix of humankind. The heart is the inner child, the version of ourselves 09, with the strongest intuition. When we're unsure, unclear, and uncertain, we are always brought back to the heart and meditation, movement, and self-reflection to summon authenticity to improve our lives. The seed of light calls to everyone, but few answer the call and fertilize vision on planet Earth. Vision is dream of equilibrium, balance, and finding our center. Visionaries developing intuition to maintain and sustain equilibrium, balance, and center. Why does human need equilibrium, balance, in one center to realize the dream? Without such, human does not have the assured embodiment to realize the dream. Human is easily unsure, unclear, and uncertain without assured embodiment, because human doesn't have the will without equilibrium, balance, in one center. Will is the ability to stay true to the earth. So everything that this seed of light gifts us, okay, this talent, this beautiful gift that we have, okay, this sovereignty, sense of leadership, is to help us remain true to the earth. So we're human, so we're going to be participating in the human matrix of the mind and all of, the whole my belief versus your belief, the thinking, and the thought form and that thought form. But this seed of light, this talent and gift is beyond this human mind matrix thing. Okay? It is our path, our way to remain true to the earth. And the earth is Mother Gaia. Okay, Mother Gaia, which is beyond just human. It's trillions of species with so much intelligence and creativity and wisdom. And that's that tool, that gift that we grow, that seed of light, is basically our way of expanding ourselves to have a sensorial awareness of the knowledge of this entire planet, not just human. Okay? And what that does is it just enriches our imagination. It enriches our life. It enriches our perspective. Talk about being visionary. Is about being completely in awe of creation. Any visionary is completely in awe of creation. Okay? And that's their will. Their will is that total fullness of love for creation. The seed of light is a gift or talent we have within, native and natural, that is provided by the soul to help us serve ourselves and the earth. The seed of light grows and we grow. When the seed of light sits, we sit unsure, unclear, and uncertain of our making and the power of our creation. We sit for too long and our body and mind begins to fit the matrix of humankind rather than the majestic and vast planet Earth. Humankind is one species of trillion. Planet Earth is the knowledge of those trillion species. Growing the seed of light is trust. Trust is a prayer, ritual, practice, journal, positive self-concept, yoga, sacred celebration, liberty, justice, finding the way. Finding equilibrium, balance in one center, where dark and light, what is unseen and seen, are moving beyond judgment that confuses the accomplishment of the soul. The soul has a talent and gift, visionary in nature, but denied in judgment. Human wants to manifest the dream and needs intuition to enrich the life experience. Intuition enriches the life experience. So I could talk about, what it means to be psychic and what it means to be a medium and what it means to channel and what it means to access this wealth of knowledge called Mother Gaia and the wealth of this whole solar system, the galaxy, and even beyond. Connecting with the Akashic record, departed loved ones, the foresight of the future, to transurfing realities. I could go into that, but I wanted to get into the basic foundation of what intuition is. Okay, so this is basically the basics of what intuition is for us in this life. It is to enrich the life experience. So as I go further in this IV integration, I give you a how do we develop intuition? And this is more of like a meditation. I call it a reading meditation, where you just read it, and reading it programs your brain. Basically, it programs you, okay? Everything you read, you're getting like a program. Everything you hear, you see, it's a program, okay? So you just go through it, you read, and it's gonna help you to unlock your intuition, okay? It's gonna help you to unlock your inner child, okay? So with how do we develop intuition? First, we recognize the inner child as the voice of our intuition. Okay, second, we must strip ourselves clean of all the doubt, second guessing, and stagnation that has us ignoring, escaping, or judging the intuitive insight, direction, energy, and vision that is calling to us every moment. And then finally, we take full ownership of our sovereignty to lead. So that's kind of, you say it in little bullet points. But I'd like you to go a little deeper and take that voyage of the reading meditation. Okay? So, thank you.